What's poppin' twin? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin' twin?
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to y'all with another video. Make sure if you guys haven't, check out my interview that I did with Rosalind on the Netflix show Members Only Palm Beach. Okay, expect a lot more Netflix content on the way. Shout out to Netflix, y'all. They've been treating the kid real good when it comes to the press and the interviews of it all. So I really do appreciate it. So if y'all haven't checked out the show, please do. This is not a paid promotion, okay? And y'all will love it. It's really a key. I'm telling y'all, these white women is something else. Okay. We doing the Hollywood hot topics, you guys. You already know what to do. Hype up the video. Let me know what y'all think down below about it all. First, I wanted to get into y'all is Blueface and Stunna. They are still at it for another day, hanging out, streaming together. Not gonna lie, I done told y'all they look cute together. They do. They do. Even at one point, which he grabbed her up. We're not gonna play it due to YouTube guidelines, but you could go to my Instagram Evner Entertainment and check out the video where basically she was bouncing on it. Oh yes, y'all remember Amber from BGC? Bounce on it. I like to bounce on it. I bounce on it. Yeah, she was bouncing on it. I was like, wow. It was a dare that her and her friend tried and everything like that. It got a little, he was able to feel he was able to feel out of the goods. Okay, all that coach, man. Stiff as a crip, hard as a cardboard. I couldn't even say it, y'all. How that gonna go? Oh, something hard. Oh, stiff as a board, hard as the cardboard. I forgot how that quote go, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's how he was by the end of that dare that they did together, where he picked her up.
That was a good one. This is like, I like this game, chat.
Okay, we're done with this game.
I will say, I think Stunna is being very strategic. I don't care what nobody says. I think she is taking this man to the cleaners. If y'all think she's not around this man for financial gain, you're crazy. Stunna not the type of girl to gain feelings and keep those feelings. I'm telling you straight up, okay? And not even that too. Stunna is the type of girl to really use it. You might think that she may be feeling you, but it may not end up like that. Ask Young Moolah. You know what I'm saying? Like, So I really feel like she's doing this in order to gain more traction to her Twitch. She's also doing this to probably take him to the cleaners because he's probably spending a bag on her for her to even be around. I don't see this being ever serious. I don't think she will ever take him serious. He's been ran through. Like, let's keep it a buck. He's been ran through, like literally a train. Okay, dry cleaners. You hear me? Like ran through. Everybody done been through there. So I don't just see Stunna ever taking him serious. They are cute together, though. I will say, like, in another world, if he wasn't a crip monster with all them tattoos on his face, built the way he built now, had the women he done had, I feel like Stunna, you may be able to, do a little something, but no. And imagine Carlissa dealing with a Stunna girl. Stunna girl will end up doing what she did to Rocky Bad to Carlissa, but worse. This time she would do it and then drop her at an old lady's home. Like, I don't think those would be the problems that Carlissa would ever even want in her life. I'm talking about they was outside shopping with each other, like in a grocery store. She's cooking for him.
What you making tonight?
If y'all don't know, Stunna is back on her old stuff. Y'all don't see the color of that wig? That is old Stunna. Okay? That is girly. There's a difference. There's Stunna girl and there's girly. Girly is the one who pulls scams and yams. If y'all know, y'all know. Girly is the one who auditioned for baddies. That wasn't Stunna girl. There's two different versions. So once I seen that pink wig, I know she's on a mission. And the mission is the bag. He was admiring her Big Debbie cakes. Like, it was a lot of chemistry and it was a lot of tension. He's smelling her hair. It's I was just shocked. Now, what shocked me even more is that Chrisean did not give him a reaction, which I'm very, very, very proud of her for now. She did not say anything as of yet. Thank God. Did not throw any shade. Thank God. Because if she did, that would mean you are not over this man. Now, who knows what she's saying behind closed doors? But true growth is you not coming to social media giving him any attention, so that way he could laugh and have something to come back at you with. Because that's really what he's wanting. He low-key want Chrisean attention. Like Chrisean is doing the right thing. She's singing Yahweh and ignoring him. She doing her boxing and singing Yahweh, some guys way. Somebody who's keeping up with the drama is none other than Jill Scott. She recently did a podcast interview with Angie Martinez, and she said her guilty pleasure is keeping up with the Blue Rock drama.
I happen to love the drama between Blueface and Chrisean Rock. I love it. I think that that's a pimp, and I think that she got caught up with a pimp.
But she has an interesting side too.
Listen,
she got a little Sheila in her. She'll say some that be so real,
and she fight.
And she fights.
Yep.
And so that's probably what keeps you in.
It's a guilty pleasure. I just find it fascinating.
And she probably watches baddies. Okay, she probably watches it as well. All right. Next, I wanted to get into y'all. Speaking of Chrisean, this is where Chrisean pisses me off. She never fails to do so. She gets on camera, you guys, while on live. So Junior lately has not been feeling well. So she hopped on live. She was on live while Junior, you could hear him in the background, having a difficult time breathing. And she looks at the camera and says, "Oh, I know you're already going to try to criticize me and how my baby is feeling, but mind y'all business, etc., etc." So I'm going to play 2 videos for y'all.
Okay. That should get rid of his cough. One thing about this medicine, it's good instantly. But then, you have to keep giving it to him every couple hours. See, he just coughed it all up. Good boy. Give me that. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then this video as well.
Already got medicine. I take him back tomorrow. But they said it's normal because of, I guess, the flu shot. You know how you get what's some things? Vaccines. They it goes away 48 hours. But I don't know. He been having this little fake cough on and off. It go away and come back. And right now he just
There's 2 things that piss me off about that. First of all, the child is having a hard time breathing and you're paying attention to his Instagram comments. And second of all, why are you on live? This is the stuff I'm talking about, and I said in the previous video. Why do celebrities or people that are reality stars feel the need to document everything that they are doing when they're not being paid, 1, to do so, and 2, the viewers themselves are not asking for updates? And then you wonder why people talk about your child on a consistent basis. We did not even need to know that Junior was feeling ill because he could have just a common cold. I'm no doctor. The breathing does not sound good. I will tell you that. But he could just have a common cold. Let's just say he did. You putting it on camera isn't helping anything. Why do you have to be on TikTok live with him in the background? I'm confused. That's the stuff that bothers me. I really feel like people that are public figures that put their kids on public platforms unwarranted and unnecessarily, to me, that's another form of abuse. I don't care what nobody says, because it pushes people that are strangers to speak on your child, to make commentary about your child, to make videos on your child, to take pictures of your child. Like it goes on and on and on. And these are things that they're gonna have to revisit when they get older. Because one thing about the internet, it never goes away. So that's what I don't like about Chrisean. It's the constant need to be seen. Why do you need to be on live when your child is literally coughing sick? And some of y'all may say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. She's just a regular person. Everybody's child gets sick." No, she is Chrisean Rock. She's not a regular person. People want to see this girl fail. People would love to see this girl unalive. So you don't help anything with you constantly going on live unnecessarily. And this is why people say so many things about Junior. It's because of you, Rock. Okay, you help it. You just feed them the narrative. You just feed them what they need. You feed them the material at this point. Now, since this video has surfaced, she has done some hospital visits as well with her sister Tessa. So if y'all don't know, that is one of the sisters that has been by her side through many of things. Y'all know there's 1,001 of those sisters, but that's one of them that she get along with for now.
Hey, baby boo. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Hey, baby boo. If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Okay, so for some of y'all that's saying, "Oh my God, she's neglecting the baby," well, she did show proof that there was medical care done. I was able to tune into one of her lives, and you can see Tessa was still there with the baby. I think the problem with the baby getting is, once again, I'm not no doctor. This is just my opinion. Please don't do too much in the comments, y'all, because once again, had this not been broadcasted on the internet, I would not know anything about this. The neighborhood talk would not know anything about this. We would not have it to commentate on, right? Yeah. Or so I feel like it's because she takes him everywhere. He's out in the wilderness, running up, hiking. He's in boxing gyms. Like a baby, and in my opinion, Chrisean Jr.'s condition shouldn't be like all out and about and around. All these people, you don't know if they're sick or not. So I don't think it's just off of just flu shots. I think it's a little bit more than that. But I'm glad he is getting the help that he does need. I just wish Chrisean would just sort of keep him online just to protect his privacy. Because right now he does not have a choice on that, sadly. Okay. Now, next I want to get into y'all is Masika. Now, Masika, who, first of all, when I ran across this video, right? Oh, no. I lied. Before we get to that, y'all remember her? Oh, no. That is not King. Okay? That is Nevaeh. That is not King with the blowout. No shade. That is Nevaeh, okay? Heaven spelled backwards. She saw the whole stutter girl thing go down with Blueface, and y'all, she is done with the circus. She has taken her ticket and she has joined another Circus Soleil, okay? And she's not down with the program. She says she's not a part of the harem of women no more, and she's not going to be assigned to no one, okay?
No, because ain't no fear and put no fear in my heart. I did not delete my Instagram account due to whatever that man got going on with whomever he got going on with. Let's detach my name from all now. I could never be a side piece of somebody that was never in a relationship. That was just a narrative that y'all was saying, and I was carrying along with it. Other than that, I wish him nothing but the best. Just not with each other. Have nothing against him. Not here to bash him. Besides that, stop tagging my name with anything that's going on. Just stop. I'm not running from nothing. I'm in LA. I'm back in LA. Okay. I'm back in LA. Ain't nobody run me out of nowhere. It's called going to visit family. I don't wait no turns. I don't sit and wait no turns. There won't be no turns. There won't be me going nowhere over there.
She said this ain't a movie Wrong Turn.
Don't do that.
Oh.
So at the end of the day, I'm going to call it for what it is.
Do you need that?
Like I said, he's a good person. Wish him the best. Best about it. Other than that, never worry about no bitch. Baby, if you know me, you know. If you know me, you know, and y'all don't know me. So it's okay to be fine with some things, but once you like Yeah. Nobody's slow, fully aware. It's just y'all men be doing it, but they just don't do it on social media. They do it undercover. And somebody said something about a white girl. Never worried about it. Check out her face touched up. Sorry, my face been the same way since I came out the. Never worried about no. Never worried about no. Let me say it again. Never worried about no. Cause ain't no scaring, putting no fear in my heart. I tell you that one. Anyways, I'm defined as my father, ho. Y'all talking about a tattoo? I got my first love name tatted under my titty. A tattoo is just a tattoo, y'all. I'm not worried about no tattoo. Why would I ever think a tattoo would make a wife me when I literally got my first love name tatted under my titty? Bitch, it's a tattoo.
I don't know. You can't say nothing about a narrative being pushed out when you narrate to his name under your chin, girl. Like your chinny chin chin. She said, I'll do competition. Don't attach my name. Move accordingly and love yourself. First of all, Stunna don't want that man. So, like, girl, you crashing out for nothing. There go Carlissa in the comments. She said, I told her one bag and she'll be a brand new. Carlissa needs a hobby. Carlissa need to learn how to take knitting or something like that. We need to teach Carlissa how to knit. Can we get some freaking some tools for Carlissa? We need some knitting tools, okay? Maybe she needs to learn how to sew. Maybe she'll help out the Drag Race girls. But Carlissa, please, okay? She'll be back in his harem before she knows it. Don't listen to her. Masika talks a little bit, and this is what I meant, y'all. Masika, I thought this was a white woman from like Mob Wives or something from afar. Before I clicked on this video, y'all see this good picture here? I said, who's that white woman? And then I clicked this at Masika. I said, oh my God. Masika, demask yourself, I tell you. She looks so different to me. She's not ugly, y'all, but she doesn't look like the same person. I thought it was somebody like a mob wife or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, she talks about what redefining a 304 is. And she says it's not all about, giving up the goods. It's about, having a man financially supply you so that way you're not struggling and giving it away for free.
Girls be hiding their hoes because they did it for free. Now listen, I think the hoe is the bitch that's out around town fucking down and coming home without her bills paid. I just don't understand that concept. You give your body, your soul, your spirit, and give the nigga a soul tie. Well, now you're tied to this and whoever he's tied to, risking your.
I do a little bit agree with it. And the reason why we're going to segue into Kandi, because I feel like this. I feel like in a relationship, you should get with somebody that's in your financial bracket or higher. I do not think you should ever date below. I'm sorry. I'm like a big believer in that. Y'all probably going to think, oh, you a gold digging ass 304. Oh, well, I guess so. Oh, I guess so. This is why I like older. No shade. Like, I can't deal with, That's why I don't get how y'all be getting caught up in with these young. Oh, ew. Oh, I get throw up in my mouth to think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do believe you should be in the same tax bracket as somebody that you are dealing with because it makes you avoid a lot of situations. Because if things go awry, you don't have to worry about that person coming for your coins because they'll have their own coins, and two, they'll most of the times, because sometimes they still try to come for your coin, but they'll still realize how hard it is to obtain and get to the level that you've gotten, regardless if things are not good or not, that they may not want to come for that. Case in point, Kandi. Okay. Now, Kandi, to me, like Mama Joy said, she did date down. Okay. Although I was rooting for them, y'all know how much I was rooting for them, right? She did date down. Todd was not making nearly as much as she was. And now they're getting a divorce and finances are coming up because now Kandi has filed some documents demanding a hearing be set to determine parenting time and child support as part of her divorce From Todd, Burruss filed for divorce November 21st. The exes share 2 children. Born in 2016 and 2019, Burruss said the kids have significant monthly expenses that include a nanny, tuition, extracurricular activities, birthday parties, medical bills. I love she included birthday parties, child. That's a mandatory demand. I know that's right. Medical bills, travel, and daily needs. Burruss accused Tucker of failing to contribute to the maintenance and support of the kids' needs, leaving it solely on her. She claimed Tucker has failed to provide support for the kids. You ain't got no money for the baby. Housewives version. Yet has traveled out of the country on multiple occasions for vacations. Burruss said Tucker is a self-employed entrepreneur who could provide for the kids. She said he does not pay the mortgage or expenses for their marital home. In her filing, Burruss said Tucker does not exercise parenting time with the minor children on a significant basis, despite the facade of his 2 to 3 minute social. Ooh. When NeNe said, ooh, is that shade, Phaedra? That's shade. Despite the facade of his 2 to 3 minute social media videos chronicling, my bad, his daddy daycare on his social media platforms. Burruss claimed Tucker intentionally interfered with her custody time. Her lawyer noted specifically during the recent Christmas holiday break, which you guys all saw the pictures, Tucker attempted to prohibit the children from traveling to New York to visit Burruss, even though she had previously incurred costs of travel for the children, provided Tucker with significant notice of her intent to exercise parenting time during the children's designated holiday break. Burruss asked the court to set a custody schedule. When contracted for comment on Burruss's motion, Tucker's lawyers, Randall Klesser, told Us Weekly, rather than commenting to the press, we leave these matters to the court and what is in our properly filed documents. A couple of days before, on January 5th, Tucker fought Burruss' request for a confidentiality order. He claimed she had talked about the divorce with various media outlets. Let me tell you something. Kandi is playing chess, not checkers. Because you got to think about it. You're trying to file a motion for me to not have my divorce document sealed. I'm going to let the world know what's really going on. Since you want to be funny, I'm going to be funnier. And I like that. And this is why Kandi Burruss is smarter than most. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm Team Kandi in this. I just feel as if, like, Todd is trying to play a very nasty game. Why would you not want court documents leaked? If you're saying this, right? Let's think logically here. If you're saying she's talking to the press about certain things, but then you do not want the divorce documents and everything to be sealed, why would you say what you said to her, though? You can't be mad that she's going to the press and stuff, and then you don't want this stuff sealed because now everybody gonna know, including your dirty things. So that's why I'm glad she did what she did. She's playing chess, not checkers, because it's like you want to leave everything to the open. Let's really talk about it, okay? And when it comes to the breaking of the finances between them, they have both restaurants that they open together, right? Both are closed. So to me, that's already a dub. Like that's over, right? And is a couple stuff. Of course, they did build together jointly, but to me, those were 2 of the biggest things. The old lady gang, and then the other restaurant that they had. Like those were to me the big financial like gripes between them. So now that both of those are closed, those are not probably going to even be in a negotiation for anything because it does not exist. Okay, it is not. All right. I think what he's referring to when he says she's going to outlets to talk about this, it's due to those Amazon lives. Child, those Amazon lives is Kandi's version of Wendy Williams' show to vent. She sits up there, she like, this the Kandi. So like, it was Christmas, and Riley gave me like some slippers, but I'm like, I just want to slip out this divorce. That's what he don't like. If we really want to keep it a butt, he don't like that. Because guess what happens? She says stuff like this. Not gonna lie, I clip it for my page. Neighborhood Talk clips it for their page. You have all these other outlets that keep clipping it and they keep, regurgitating this information online, and it's making Todd angry. I'm telling y'all, the internet is what's making Todd do it. I'm not saying all of it, but some of it is, sponsored by the internet. It's not helping anything at all. So you might want the document sealed, Bukabai. I'm just saying, you might want it sealed. And this is why I do believe in what Masika said. It is good to not, deal with dudes who may not be able to financially yoke you, not be on that same level. I agree with that because this is a prime example. Kandi took a chance and she dated down, and look what's going on. Mind you, they have children. It's sad. It's nothing to laugh about. It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is why I do believe you should date up or even. That's it. Dating lower, it gets you nowhere. But headaches and courts. Like, that's so ghetto. She gonna have to go to a court. Like, imagine somebody of Kandi Burruss's stature and status going to court for child support. You know how embarrassing that is? Like, this isn't somebody who is like on Love and Hip Hop or some raggedy show. Like, this lady has worked with Beyonce. She has written for Ed Sheeran. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is a big wig, and you going to court for child support? It's sad. It saddens me, Kelly. Oh, I gotta clip that. Anyways, y'all. Speaking more Housewives, NeNe is officially returning to Bravo. Now, I'm excited, but not too excited. The reason why is because it's always a little catch. So, according to TMZ, they're saying the Real Housewives of Atlanta star is set to appear on Bravo's newly announced working title series, The Real Housewives Ultimate Road Trip, which was revealed by Andy Cohen during BravoCon. While the show has been confirmed, no official cast has been announced. Sources say NeNe Leakes, who exited Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 12 in 2020, will not return as a full-time cast member, but is expected to make a significant appearance when the trip stops in Atlanta. My whole thing is, if the show is not where they go to each city and they pick up a housewife, then I'm gonna feel away, because if they just doing it just to sort of test her out, like, come on now. At this point, I don't think NeNe for do nothing or say nothing crazy. I think she learned her lesson. She done sued the network, okay, and she realized that it was not the smartest of moves because they done blacklisted her for all these years. She wasn't able to really, I feel like, get certain work because of Bravo, if we're gonna be honest, allegedly. So I think she learned her lesson, just like I'm blacklisted from Zeus. Yeah. So I know, like, she really did learn her lesson. So I feel like if we're gonna give her a chance, at least give her like a full-time chance. Don't just give her a little, a half nuggy of a chance. But all in all, though, I'm very excited to see her return. I think it's been a long time awaited. I feel like she's done a lot for the franchise. I just hope she does not come back with the energy that she's better than, because we do not want to see that. We want to see the lighthearted, funny NeNe, what she's been up to, all of the things. Also, too, I would want to update on the son, because if y'all don't know, NeNe was supposed to be on this season of Traitors, but due to her son having open heart surgery, she was not able to participate because she did not want to go all the way to Scotland and be away from the US, away from her child. So this isn't the first opportunity she's been offered through the whole, freaking Paramount Plus, Bravo, sort of network, Peacock. Yeah, y'all know the whole umbrella network. This isn't the first opportunity. This is the first opportunity, though, that she has done sign on. So congratulations to NeNe. Okay. Now Druski's facing a lot of criticism due to a recent skit that he did where he was lifted in the air. I can't play the sound, y'all, because there is a "Do you want to have a revolution? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do you want to have a revolution? Whoop, whoop," where he's in a tight Dior suit. He's hung up in the air like he's Superman. At one point, he calls a woman, an older lady from the congregation, and he says how he wants to raise $4 million for her because she has cancer, like all types of ridiculous things. I did not find one issue with this. This to me was Druski poking at man. I don't think he was poking at God, because there are these mega church pastors who do take advantage. They will sort of, to me, kind of make people stray away from the church because of stuff that people see online, thinking that all churches are the same when they are not. So case in point, this is a real pastor, okay, that did this, okay? And these are the type of people that I feel like Druski was imitating.
It's probably 20 years ago. But Lord said, I want to make a multi-millionaire out of someone, but they have to sow $10,000. He said, and they have to do that within 90 seconds. If you're going to do it, get it now, write the check. If you do this, God said, I'm going to make you a multi-millionaire. I wish it was me.
Like, you see how ridiculous that is? What if somebody doesn't have that $10,000? Or what if they do and they don't have it to give? They have bills and other things. I'm all about having faith, but there's also a thing called responsibility as well. God doesn't like people that's irresponsible and reckless. Okay. So it's like stuff like that is, I feel like, what Druski was imitating. And I feel like if you took offense to it, it's really because you attend one of these type of churches who make money the mission. And I don't feel like money should be the mission. It should be faith in the word. Okay. And this is what pushes away certain people from church because they think they're all the same and they're not. It's really bad and it's really negative. Okay. Druski to me is genius for this. The fact that he was able to get all those people in one room and then every time he points, the smoke goes off. Like, pure genius. Like, Druski to me is a goat. Okay, he's one of them. You hear me? The way he was able to do that effortlessly needs to be studied. Like, that was freaking hilarious. I don't care what nobody says. Okay, and y'all that's mad, y'all attending one of them churches. That's it. That's it. That's all. Now, Ashley is continuing to talk about her tryst with Sharice's son. And she spoke about it on the interview with Coco Butter. Okay, if y'all know Coco Butter, all over social media on YouTube and on the gram, she spoke a little bit about it. And then she says that Gizelle did know. Now, this is where we gonna call cap on Gizelle head. We gonna call cap on Gizelle head because Gizelle recently did a podcast with Robin where she's acted as if she never knew. It was all news to her until it got brought to the show.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
The wig is the cap. Because for you to think that we weren't going to uncover the truth, got it.
Last secret keeper for me is Gizelle, because Gizelle knew about my little tryst with Jackson and she never told Sharice. I told Gizelle like the day after it happened. And this was like 2 years ago. So yeah.
First of all, she keep bragging about it like she done slept around with Brad Pitt or somebody. Girl, bye. Stop. Like, if I were you, Ashley, I'd stop talking about it. I'll tell press I don't want to speak on it until the reunion. No shade. Because you keep bragging about it as if it's some big thing. It's some big to do. Like you sleeping with like the CEO of like, Hulu or something. Like, girl. It's just Sharice. You know what I'm saying? It's just her son. Like, there, girl. That's the first time Ashley to have some young D in a while. You know what I'm saying? She's usually wanted by older men. So the fact that a younger man desired and wanted a piece, she don't know what to do.
Yeah, we've been holding it for quite a while. She cackled, and then she was like, how was it? How did his lips feel? And so we had a whole little kiki about it. Last secret keeper for me is Gizelle, because Gizelle knew about my little tryst with Jackson.
And that Sharice should tell you that Gizelle was never your friend. You know what? I want Sharice back next season. I know I said I didn't want Sharice back, but I want her back. I want her back. Run me that. You want to know why? Because I want to see if Sharice is going to be bold enough, if she's going to be brave enough to come at Gizelle and to hold her own against Gizelle. Since you are the real grand dame, like Gizelle is the one who said you were the real grand dame. Since you were the real grand dame, let's see if you're bold enough to do that. Right? If you're bold enough to come at her like Karen was coming at her all these years. If you're bold enough to do that, pass her a flute. I don't think she is, though. That's the problem. Now, let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. I did watch the episode. Y'all know I do my recaps on these videos. If y'all don't know, I always do my recaps on these videos. For y'all that have gotten to this point, y'all always looking for Housewives content. I always do it on these videos because when I do it separately, y'all, The algorithm don't be messing with me. No shade, because of mostly what I cover on my channel is ratchet content. I'm changing that, y'all. No shade. Now, I did watch it. Angel, this was one of the worst cast strips ever. I feel so bad. I just feel so bad for Angel. Just watching the whole thing, it was like one bad thing after the next. Now, Monique, you are going down the wrong road. Wrong road. I don't care what you and your husband been through. Please let this lady deal with what she's dealing with in her marriage. I understand that Monique says that she sees certain things that she recognized that were going on in her marriage, but I hate when people have gone through something and they see a slight similarity of what somebody else is going through and they think they're going through the exact same thing. Babe, I do not think that's the case. Something about her husband gives that they hold a united front. Chris, you and Monique now all the times had a united front. I mean, his mama used to come at you all the time. You get what I'm saying? And like one thing about it, he don't play about that lady. You could tell. I do feel like he has a little bit of a, not an anger issue, but I do feel like he gets ticked off very easily. So one scene in particular on this episode that's going viral is, which I can't play due to copyright purposes, but the husband, not the husbands, but Angel invites the wives to her house, right? There's all these group of men. I'm guessing they're friends with Bobby, okay? Which is Angel's husband. And they're all just sitting there. And Angel's like, these are multi-billionaire men. This is James. I'm just making up some names because I can't remember them for now. But like, she's like, this is James. This is Johnny. This is Jacob. Okay, she's just naming the names, right? And they're just all standing there. They don't get up. They don't shake the ladies' hands. They don't greet them. They're just looking like they some kings, and the women are there to feed them grapes. I screamed. That was another faux pas, Angel. Why you not let your guests? Okay, why you not letting your man? Why you not let your guests greet your people? That to me was like astonishing to me. I'm like, oh my god, it was just really bad. It was really bad. They at one point of the episode, Angel had half of the women, Gizelle and some of the other housewives, stay at another home away from her home in Colorado, because her home in Colorado, some of the rooms, one of the rooms in particular was Bobby's man cave and could not be occupied by other people, by other guests, right? That damn house was about an hour away. I said, you couldn't find something closer. That's one thing I agree with them, just due to the safety of it all. Because although production and the camera people may I don't even think they sleep there, but may stay near there, I don't think they could sleep there, because especially if there's not enough rooms. So when Bravo does a cast trip, I'm glad Monique broke it down. They might fund most of it or some of it, but it's your charge. It's your responsibility for you to dictate and kind of facilitate the trip, and she did not do it properly. I feel like you should have did the trip out of the country somewhere. Don't bring these heathens to your house. I'm sorry. You should have thought about the last time you went out the country, where did you enjoy it, and just take them there and just call it a day. That's what I would have did, because I'm not going to be dealing with y'all all up in through my house, bringing bad spirits and bad juju. You got this lady talking about my husband. So you talking about my husband, you about my daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these bad spirits in your vicinity. No, that was not smart in my opinion. She should have just went somewhere. Like, you should have just went out the country, Angel. Okay. I do think Gizelle was being a mean girl, but I do think she at some point she has some good points. At one point, there wasn't even any water in the house. The water was intermittent, which I never heard of. Y'all not from the country. I'm from the South. There's a difference. Being from the country and being from the South are two different things. Do you hear me? Okay, being from the Carolinas and the Colorados and stuff, that's the country. But when you from the South, ain't no intermittent. It's too hot for no intermittent nothing. We need AC 24/7. We need water 24/7. We need light 24/7. Ain't no intermittent nothing. Okay, the only intermittent we doing is fasting. Fuck is you talking about? So for her to talk about how there was intermittent and water in the house, which means y'all the water turns on and off. I screamed. I never heard of that day in my life. I didn't know that was a thing. Child, I'm thinking like it only turns off when you don't pay the bill. Intermittent. What we see in the play, bitch. There's the intermission, you guys. Like, it tripped me out. I learned so much from that episode because I really did not know that. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I didn't know that existed. So the water at one point was intermittent. Gizelle was very livid because she, of course, could not water herself. Sorry. She at one point she gestured how she had to clean herself, y'all, and she had to basically do a squat and put her hands down under and watch above and beyond. It was a lot. It was a lot, and I felt really bad for her, Angel, because I could just see the embarrassment in her face, but she was embarrassed because what the other ladies would think, not because of her situation. Because let's be honest, the house was still nice. The house is a big house, like her actual home, not the Airbnb they had them living near. Not the Airbnb, but the other home that they had her like an hour away at. She was more so embarrassed what the ladies would say. Okay. Now, like I said, I do think Monique was out of line. I don't care what nobody said. Like, come on now. You are not the freaking the divorce whisperer. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. When Angel put that hand up, I said, "Oh my God, Angel about to whoop your ass." She's like, "I don't play about Bobby." You know how Angel do. She's like, the women are bothering me, and I don't like the way that they're talking to me, and I feel the need to speak up about the things that they're saying to me. It's a lot of, it's a lot of that. Does Angel need to be invited back for another season? I don't know. Something about her chaoticness and how she moves. I kind of want her back. I changed my mind. No shade. Because it's like she's so like not, but she's so like all over the place with certain things that are going on that it's like I'm living for the chaos. Like the whole home moving situation, like all of the things. I'm kind of here for it. Now, Cam Newton sat down recently with Lady London, and this is the prime example of how and what Natalie was trying to do. This woman is extremely intelligent. I love Lady London. She, to me, had one of the best ciphers that year when they did an all-female cipher where they had Glitter Gloss, Lola Brooke. I forget who else they had. I forget who else, but it was like 4 or 5 of them. She, to me, did the best cipher that year. Okay. She said, you with Peter, but you settle with Paul. Like, come on now. The way that she, to me, handled this podcast, because I watched the full thing, is how Natalie was trying to do. But Natalie made the mistake by picking up that bottle. The moment you picked up that bottle, Natalie, you lost. Because you were just a drunk bitch. But she did it so elegantly. She did it with so much class, because there was the reason why I'm saying it was similar to Natalie's situation. He was trying to sometimes questions that he would ask her, right? He would try to probe and prod her into saying certain things to kind of get headlines. Because y'all got to understand, he's just weaning off of the Natalie interview. You know what I'm saying? And that went viral, regardless of if you liked it or not. So he's trying to get other moments to go viral, trying to ask her who's her biggest inspirations rap-wise. She did not say a Cardi. She did not say a Nicki. Good. Because the moment she does, it becomes a whole thing. And he was kind of picking and prodding for her to say one of the names or saying somebody similar to one of those two names. And it was bothering me because it's like, this girl don't be in no rap beef drama. So please leave her out of it. She's not one of them. Okay? She actually writes her raps. You know what I'm saying? She's actually very talented. She actually uses a lot of her brain. She's out here screaming on social media. Like, this is a woman with a lot of intelligence that is very educated and knows who she is as a woman and would not settle for like a Cam, no J. So it's like that whole watching podcast kind of bothered me because he was trying to like show her that like, oh, I'm smarter than you. And every time he did that, she would prove his ass wrong. And I lived for it every single time. When it came to the vocabulary, the questioning, it was the key. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Check out the interview, y'all. Please do. All right. Let me know what y'all think. We are babies.